there is a specific silent nightmare that millions of people endure every single day. It is not a nightmare of monsters or violence. It is the nightmare of being invisible. You sit in a meeting, you are at a family dinner, or you are out with friends. You speak, but your words seem to dissolve into the air before they reach anyone's ears. You offer an idea, and it is ignored. 2 minutes later, someone else says the exact same thing, with the exact same words, and the room erupts in agreement. You sit there feeling that familiar tightening in your chest, that burning heat rising up your neck. You want to scream. You want to slam your hand on the table and shout, "I am here. I matter. Listen to me." But you don't. You swallow the anger. You shrink back into your chair. Or worse, you try to speak louder. You try to force your way into the conversation, interrupting, explaining, pleading for attention. And in that moment, deep down, you know the truth. You know that the moment you have to fight for respect, you have already lost it. You know that in the unspoken hierarchy of human dominance, the one who demands respect is the subordinate. The one who commands it is the master. And masters are rarely loud. Most people move through life as non-player characters in their own story. They are desperate for validation. They are terrified of silence. They laugh at jokes they don't find funny just to keep the peace. They apologize for taking up space. They explain their decisions to people who have no authority over them. If this sounds like you, if you are tired of feeling like a ghost in a room full of people, then listen very closely, because today we are going to perform a factory reset on your social operating system. I am not going to give you generic communication advice. I am not going to tell you to be confident or smile more. I am going to download 5 specific psychological triggers into your mind. These are verbal weapons derived from the brutal efficiency of dark psychology and the ancient, unshakable wisdom of Stoicism. These phrases are designed to do one thing: create a pattern interrupt. They're designed to short-circuit the ego of the person disrespecting you, freeze their aggression, and force them to subconsciously reevaluate your status from victim to threat. However, a warning is necessary. These are not polite suggestions. Some of these phrases, particularly number 3 and number 5, are sharp instruments. They draw boundaries that cannot be easily erased. They will make people uncomfortable. But that is the point. Growth does not happen in comfort. Respect is not born in comfort. If you are not willing to be feared in a healthy way, if you are not willing to walk away from people who drain your energy, then stop listening now. This transmission is for the 1% who are ready to become the operator of their own reality. Before we can deploy these weapons, we must understand the battlefield. Why do people disrespect you? Why do they talk over you? Is it because they are inherently evil? Is it because they are narcissists? Sometimes yes, but usually the answer is much more painful. They disrespect you because you are inviting them to. You are signaling through your rapid speech, your high pitch, your constant nodding, and your eagerness to please that you are low value. There is a concept in behavioral psychology called the over-explanation trap. When a person feels insecure, their primitive brain screams at them to prove their worth. So they over-explain. You say no to a request, but then you follow it up with 3 paragraphs about why you can't do it, blaming your schedule, your health, or your family. You offer an opinion, but then you immediately undercut it by saying, "But I might be wrong, I don't know." To the reptilian brain of the listener, this smells like blood. Human beings are, at our core, social predators. When we sense fear, anxiety, or uncertainty in another person, we do not offer comfort. We offer dominance. We instinctively push against people who feel soft to see if they will collapse. And every time you rush to fill the silence, every time you apologize for existing, you are collapsing. The Stoic philosophers, men like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, understood this thousands of years ago. They lived in times of war, plague, and betrayal. They knew that you cannot control the actions of others. You cannot control if someone is rude. You cannot control if someone is aggressive. But you have absolute tyranny over your own reaction. The people you respect the most, the chaotic world leaders, the CEOs, the Stoic fathers, think about them. Do they talk fast? No. Do they rush to fill the silence? No. They speak as if their words are gold coins, limited, heavy, and extremely valuable. They know that scarcity creates value. The 5 phrases I am about to teach you are designed to manufacture this scarcity. They are designed to create what psychologists call the vacuum. They stop the flow of validation that you have been freely giving to others. They force the other person to sit in the cold, hard discomfort of their own behavior. When you use these phrases, you are not just replying. You are rewriting the social contract. You are moving from the child frame, which seeks approval, to the judge frame, which assesses value. Let us begin with the first layer of defense. We start with the most common trap you will face: the logical argument. Imagine the scenario. You are at work, in a boardroom, or perhaps at a heated family gathering. There is someone there who loves to hear themselves speak. They are loud, they are domineering, and they are pushing a point that is objectively wrong. Maybe it's a flawed business strategy. Maybe it's an ignorant political take. Your ego flares up. Your pulse quickens. The cortisol floods your system. You feel the urge to jump in. You want to interrupt and say, "That's not true. Look at the data. You're wrong." If you do that, you enter the gladiator pit. You are now rolling in the mud with them. You are raising your voice to match theirs. Even if you win the argument with facts, you lose the status war because you looked emotional. You looked rattled. You showed them that they have the power to disturb your peace. Here is the Stoic pivot. You wait for them to finish. You do not interrupt. You let them run out of breath. Then you take a full, deliberate 2-second pause. You look them directly in the eye, with zero aggression, zero anger, just a calm, flat gaze. And you say, "I understand your point, but I disagree." And then, and this is the secret that makes it work, you say absolutely nothing else. You shut your mouth. You keep looking at them. This creates a psychological phenomenon known as the void. The human brain hates unfinished loops. When you say, "I disagree," the other person's brain instantly expects a "because." They are ready for your "because." They have their counter-arguments loaded and ready to fire. They are ready to tear apart your logic. But you don't give them logic. You don't give them reasons. You simply state your position as a sovereign fact. By withholding the explanation, you trigger intense cognitive dissonance in their mind. They start thinking, "Why is he so confident? Does he know something I don't? Why isn't he trying to convince me? Why doesn't he care if I agree with him?" You have flipped the script completely. Instead of you trying to win their approval, they are now subconsciously wondering why they don't have yours. You have become the mountain. The wind blows, but the mountain does not explain why it is standing there. It just stands. Use this phrase when you want to end a debate, not win it. It signals that your conviction comes from within, not from external validation. It is a polite, gentle, yet devastating way of saying, "I see you, I hear you, but I am not moved by you." Now, let's descend deeper into the darker waters of human interaction. Let's talk about disrespect disguised as humor. We call these microaggressions. The colleague who makes a sarcastic joke about your salary in front of the team. The friend who mocks your new business idea or your relationship. The relative who comments on your weight at the dinner table and then laughs, saying, "I'm just teasing, don't be so sensitive." Most people freeze in this moment. They are caught in a double bind. If you get angry, you look weak, you look crazy, and they gaslight you by saying, "Can't you take a joke?" But if you laugh along, you betray your own soul. You signal to your subconscious and to everyone else in the room that you are a target, that you are willing to be the punchline. You need a shield that is also a sword. You need the status check. The next time someone tries to humiliate you under the guise of humor, you do not get angry. You do not pout. You kill the smile on your face instantly. Go completely flat. Look at them with a mixture of boredom and curiosity, and say, "I don't find that appropriate." Why does this specific arrangement of words work so well? The word appropriate is key here. It is a sterile word. It is a bureaucratic word. It is a parent frame word. You aren't saying, "That hurts my feelings," which puts you in the child frame. You are saying you have violated the social rules of conduct, which puts you in the judge frame. This puts the spotlight of shame directly onto them. You have stripped the humor away and revealed the aggression underneath. They will likely panic. They might try to wiggle out. "Oh, come on, relax, you're too serious." Do not budge. This is where the battle is won or lost. Do not say, "Maybe I am." Do not soften the blow. Maintain the eye contact. Let the silence stretch until it becomes physically painful for them. Eventually, they will look away. They will stutter. They will change the subject, and they will make a permanent mental note in their amygdala. Do not mess with this person again. This person bites back. Seneca taught that we teach people how to treat us. Every time you tolerate a small disrespect, you are sending out an invitation for a larger one. This phrase shuts the gate. It protects your dignity without requiring you to raise your voice or make a scene. It is surgical. This brings us to the heavy artillery. Phrase number 3. This phrase is for the high conflict moments. The shouting matches. The moments where your partner, your boss, or your parent has lost control of their emotions and is using you as an emotional punching bag. We have all been there. The other person is red in the face, veins bulging, screaming, bringing up the past, attacking your character. In this state, their prefrontal cortex, the logical part of the brain, has shut down. They are operating entirely from the amygdala, the lizard brain. You cannot reason with a lizard. You cannot use logic with a storm. If you stay and argue, if you try to defend yourself, you are feeding the beast. You are giving them what psychologists call narcissistic supply. They want your reaction. Your anger makes them feel powerful. Your tears make them feel righteous. You must cut the supply line. You must look them in the eye, keep your voice dangerously calm, quieter than usual, and say, "Let's talk," when we can do so respectfully. And this is non-negotiable, you must walk away. You must physically remove yourself from the space. Leave the room. Leave the house. Hang up the phone. Physical removal is the strongest form of communication in existence. You are setting a Pavlovian condition. Bad behavior equals my absence. Good behavior equals my presence. This is terrifying for many of you. You fear that if you walk away, you will lose the relationship. You fear the abandonment. You want to stay and fix it. But the Stoic knows that a relationship built on fear is a cage. By walking away, you are preserving the relationship, not destroying it. You are refusing to participate in its destruction. You are refusing to be an accomplice to their lack of self-control. The first time you do this, they will be shocked. They are used to you staying and taking the abuse. They might scream louder at your back. "Don't you walk away from me. Keep walking. Do not turn around." You are teaching them that access to you is a privilege, not a right. And privileges can be revoked. When they calm down, and they will calm down, they will approach you differently. They will realize that you have standards that cannot be bullied. You have just become the prize. But what if you can't walk away? What if you were in a car or a meeting you cannot leave, or trapped in a corner, and the person keeps digging? They are using what we call word salad circular logic, rapid-fire questions, and shifting goalposts designed to confuse and exhaust you. They want you to snap so they can point the finger at you. You need the gray rock method. You need to become as boring, uninteresting, and unmovable as a rock. You need to create a dead end for their energy. You deploy the void. I prefer not to continue this conversation. Notice the phrasing, I would prefer. It is not a question. It is not, can we stop? It is not, please stop. It is a statement of your internal desire. It is a command disguised as a preference. You are not asking for permission to stop. You are informing them that you are stopping. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. If they are chaotic, you be still. If they are loud, you be silent." After you say this phrase, you must embrace the awkwardness. The air will feel heavy. Good. Let it be heavy. Pick up your phone and check your emails. Open a book. Look out the window at the traffic. You are unilaterally ending the engagement. You are withdrawing your attention, which is the only currency that matters in an interaction. This saves you hours of wasted energy. It saves you from saying things you will regret. It protects your peace. In a world that demands your attention constantly, the ability to withdraw your attention is the ultimate sign of self-mastery. It signals that you are the king of your own mental kingdom, and you choose who enters the gates. The final phrase is for the people pleasers, the nice guys, the good girls. Many of you have been conditioned since childhood to agree. You nod when you don't mean it. You say yes when you mean no. You dilute your own personality to make others comfortable. You suppress your true thoughts because you're afraid of conflict. This makes you invisible. It makes you an NPC. It makes you someone who can be used. You need a way to disagree that is polite, diplomatic, yet completely firm. You need to be able to stand on your own island of reality without apologizing for it. Phrase 5 is the perfect balance. That's your opinion and I respect it, but I don't share it. This phrase is a masterclass in diplomacy and strength. It consists of two parts. The first half, that's your opinion and I respect it, disarms them. You are not attacking their ego. You are not calling them stupid. You are showing high emotional intelligence. You are granting them the right to think what they want. But the second half, but I don't share it, establishes your sovereignty. It draws a clear line between their mind and your mind. You are signaling that you are not easily influenced. You have your own values, your own eyes, and your own logic. People are subconsciously drawn to certainty. In a world of followers, independent thought is a superpower. When you show that you are comfortable holding a different view without feeling the need to apologize for it or convert the other person, you become magnetic. You become a leader. You show that you are secure enough to let others be wrong. Now you have the ammunition. You have the 5 phrases. But a weapon is useless if you don't know how to aim. The words alone are not magic spells. If you say these phrases with a shaky voice, or while looking at the floor, or with a rising intonation that sounds like a question, they will backfire. They will sound like passive-aggressive whining. They will make you look weaker. To make these work, you must follow the 3 rules of delivery. Rule number 1, the Stoic stare. When you deliver these lines, you must lock eyes. Most people are terrified of eye contact during conflict. They look down, they look away. Do not do this. Lock onto their pupils. Do not blink excessively. Do not look away immediately after speaking. The gaze is what drives the nail into the wood. It signals that you are not afraid of their reaction. It signals that you are comfortable with the tension. Rule number 2, downward inflection. This is a subtle vocal trick that politicians and CEOs use. Most people end their sentences with an upward inflection, like they are asking a question, like they are seeking approval. Don't do that. End your sentences with a downward inflection. Drop the pitch of your voice at the very end of the sentence. It signals a command, not a request. I don't find that appropriate. The period at the end of the sentence should sound like a heavy door slamming shut. Rule number 3, embrace the silence. This is the hardest rule. After you speak, do not rush to fill the void. The silence is where the magic happens. It is the oven where the pressure builds. The other person will feel an intense urge to speak, to justify themselves, to fill the gap. Let them be the ones to break. The one who speaks first after the pause loses the frame. Be comfortable in the quiet. We live in a noisy world, a world that rewards the loud, the brash, and the reactive. A world of constant notifications, constant outrage, and constant noise. But history remembers the quiet ones. The ones who kept their heads when everyone else was losing theirs. The ones who spoke less but said more. These 5 phrases are not just words to memorize. They are a practice. They are a philosophy. A practice of self-respect. Every time you use one, you are casting a vote for the person you want to become. You are telling yourself, I am valuable. I am in control. I am the mountain, not the wind. You will feel resistance the first time you try this. Your heart will race. Your palms will sweat. Your brain will scream at you to be nice, to apologize, to fix it. Ignore that voice. That is the voice of your past self. That is the voice of the victim. Step into the fire of the conflict, deliver your truth, and stand still. If you are ready to leave the ranks of the invisible and join the few who master their minds, then you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notifications. And I have a challenge for you. Do not just watch this video and move on. Pick one of these phrases, just one, and use it this week. Use it at work, use it with a difficult friend, use it with a partner. Then come back to this video and tell me what happened in the comments. I want to read your war stories. I want to know that you are out there, operating. Silence is power. Use it well.